This will sound weird, but I just find that I love these women. I don't know them, but I love them. And because they haven't been loved by the people that should have loved them, should have cared for them, should have protected them, I feel that I want to take the place of whoever should have done that. So it's a very, very sad thing to deal with. As a police officer, you know, 30 years I've been investigating crime, and I've learned to compartmentalise. You know, you can't bring your emotions home all the time. You can't think about things all the time, but still you do. Still you do.
She was a very calm and quiet person. She loved to see people happy. She did not like arguments. She didn't want people raising their voice. She hated it. She just wanted a happy life. She wanted, you know, a family.
I'm wondering if you want to speak. Who killed Banaz? You're innocent, then who killed Banaz? Who killed Banaz?
People following me, or still now they follow me. Anytime, if anything happens to me, it's them.
They killed her there just for being in love. I mean, sometimes I am thinking why love should be so hated.
If she was in my life would be orange and yellow.
Banaz lived here.
A young Kurdish woman in London is the victim of a so-called honour killing. Coming up, the crime her family says she committed that led to...
Banaz disappeared in 2006.
Banaz was a caring, loving young woman with the whole of her life in front of her. And that life has been brutally cut short by the very people that should have loved her and protected her.
Caroline Good led the search for her body and her killers. All that is left is a few fragments of her life.
I've never seen a photograph in that house of Banaz. There's not a single photograph of Banaz on display. I guess they don't want to remember her. My take on that was that they simply wanted to erase her from the earth and therefore to be no trace of her.
Banaz's family tried to erase her because they thought she'd brought them dishonor. This is her story. She was born in Iraq in 1985. She had a brother and 4 sisters.
She had a nickname, Nazca, means softness, like delicate. You know, like how a newborn lamb, yeah, like soft baby, or yeah, delicate flower, yeah. That was her nickname, Nazca.
Bekal is her older sister. She wears a veil, not because she wants to, but because she has to. She lives in hiding because she testified against her own family. She agreed to give us an interview to preserve Banaz's memory.
She had long eyelashes, hazel eyes, she had apple cheekbones, she had this heart-shaped face. She had the most gorgeous dumpling chin, like she had a little dimple in her chin. She was beautiful. I mean, you could look at her forever.
In the countries that we are from, women has absolutely no rights. No rights for custody for children, no rights for divorce, no rights to choose their partner.
Part of this control is the control of their sexuality. For the sisters, this started early in life.
I recall I was about 8. My dad and all the men was all going out of the house. My dad took a different jacket or a coat with him, and I thought, why didn't he take this one? So I see this bottle of alcohol sticking out of it. I took something else out. It was a big bundle of cotton wool and a big blade, just a raw blade. Half an hour later, I hear screaming from my grandma's bedroom, and my sister was dragged to that room. She was stripped, waist down, and they performed that on her. While you're awake, not sedated, no numbness, no nothing, just flesh just cut off you. Me and my cousin, as soon as we saw that, we ran as fast as we could. I did not want to go into that room.
Apart from the youngest daughter in the family, all of the other sisters were circumcised.
You wouldn't imagine that needing to be done. And then it was my turn. I was fighting. I did not want to be going through that. As she's gone to cut me, she's turned to look where the alcohol bottle is, and she's cut me so badly. It's one of those things that you wouldn't wish on your enemy. Apparently, it's done to keep a woman so you don't feel sexual, and they're trying to basically stop you from feeling that way.
Banaz's family came to London in 1995 as refugees from Saddam Hussein. She was 10 years old.
We really know very little about Banaz's early life. Most of the information that I have comes from her teacher. Teacher spoke very, very highly of Banaz. She was very soft and nurturing, and really acted as a little mother towards her younger sisters.
She was just an ordinary kid growing up in South London.
She had to struggle with different culture, home culture, British culture, and she had all her life ahead of her.
I don't think that young woman had any social network whatsoever. Now, Banaz had no friends at all that I'm aware of.
We appealed for friends of Banaz, but no one came forward.
Banaz's father is Mahmoud.